It's interesting how cut off North America. Oh yeah, both of you. Yeah, the world's a strange. It's a big place, and thanks to the internet, we're able to actually learn about other cultures now. Because if you don't know about anything, sometimes it's harder to relate with it. So being able to learn more helps you understand more and have that empathy for other people and their situations. Tough luck for sure. And now one more question. What do you do here in the castle? I'm an automatic rifleman. I'm guarding our castle, keeping an eye out for people who might try to get from the mountains or the bushes. Sometimes I sent to guard caravans. That's a good job. Yes, it's not bad. One more question. Heard any rumors? We don't have a lot of local gossip around here. The only gossip that reaches us from the other lands, for example, I've heard that stories about the post-war adventures of the Soviet film hero Anaskin were published as books. But now they aren't just for entertainment. They teach you how to make guns. Oh, fascinating. So that's what that's all about. Let's go talk to Gazi, and see what we can help him out. Gazi, let's see. Salam, buddy. What can I chat for? Listen, if Indy complained that you threatened to kill him, I wouldn't start the conversation like that. Ghazi Mahmed responds to your words by bursting into loud laughter and slapping his knee. Ah, so he took my words to heart, huh? Silly Effendi, even a small child could have tricked him. Brother, it's obvious that I was just joking. Killing a fellow soldier is frowned upon here. And then why the hell would I kill him? Just because he said a couple of harsh words? I am a grown man. I am, what do they call it? Psychologically stable. Ghazi's face suddenly turns very serious. But listen, brother, do me a favor. Don't tell the chatty Effendi that I was just joking. Instead, tell him that I do actually plan to punish him in the most cruel way. Let the fear teach him a lesson. Maybe this is why he'll learn to think before running his big mouth. However, I won't hold it against you if you tell him the truth. I don't really quite care. I'll think about it, but for now, let's change the subject. I'm going to tell him the truth. I mean, you're going to wind up... he took your threat pretty damn seriously, so... You know... He needs to be able to work with you. And as a soldier, if this is affecting him like that, you got to get him off that. Otherwise, he's going to be jumpy and he'll get your ass killed too. Because he'll be off his game, as they say. Well, hello again. Hello, let's talk and ask you a couple of questions about your fight with Ghazi. We talked. He played you like a cheap piano to keep you scared and on your toes. No one is going to touch you. Lie. Well, we talked to Ghazi. Is dead set on killing you. That's only a question of time. I'm still working. Let's... What? Fetty's face lights up with a smile as he keeps on telling about your true conversation with Ghazi. Finally, the man almost hugged you. His dead stare and sorrow from his dead stare and the sorrow from his face are all gone with the waves of pure joy. My dear friend, oh, what a weight has been lifted from my shoulders. Thank you, and the noble, well-respected Ghazi. Oh, what a lesson he taught me, the cruel lesson of living in constant fear, but the lesson I needed to learn to cure me of my foul mouth. I will never insult my brother in arms again, and of course I will never insult their mothers, never again. And to show how grateful I feel to be blessed with Ghazi's kindness, I will become the most kind-hearted man in history. From now on, I promise not to hurt even the tiniest myrmic. Here, take everything I have. Thank you for the great news. Take everything and don't you dare say no. Effendi forces you to take nutrition biscuits, rubles, a tin can, wire coils, and other goodies from his deep pockets. Whoa, well, I'm happy that I made you happy. Good luck. And the thing is for him to be affected that badly by Ghazi, he respects the man and cares what his words mean. His words have weight. So maybe him and Ghazi need to have a more deeper talk, because apparently he sees their relationship having very much weight and value. So They need to kind of clear that up so as they talk to each other, you know, they can work out the tense situations. Oh! So in their culture, it is normal to go on with executions of such threats? Oh, damn. So there's a lot of little... So, me being a Westerner in the United States took it one way, but it's in their culture. Those kind of threats are actually something to worry about. But for that threat to for that threat to worry you, huh? I think you could take it with both. You know, he obviously the way he talked to us after we cleared things up with him and Ghazi, he does respect Ghazi and what he has to say too, I think. So they both need to have a conversation. Damn. Wrong word call in a blood war. Yeah. Wait, I know that guy. That's a YouTuber. I can't remember. Maddie? I think that's Maddie from YouTube. It looks just like him. Mr. Maddie Plays. That looks like Mr. Maddie Plays. And since some of the stylized pictures are actually backers, I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that Maddie gave them his picture and he backed this game because he loves Fallout. He's very passionate about it. Very passionate about it. He loves all the games. I think he's played them all now, so that's cool. That's awesome. If you ever watch this, Mr. Maddie, nice picture. I'm happy you backed the game. Yeah, Sticks, I'm glad you came on by. Learning a lot. Everybody gets to. Making everybody understand each other. Easier to be friends when we can all understand. If we may not agree, but if we can understand your perspective, it's easier to have a conversation. A young man sips beer from a foggy pre-war bottle, leaning over the stone wall of the castle. As he sees you, he finishes his beer, throws the bottle aside, and squats with a huge smile on his face. That's still cool. I think that's Mr. Maddie. The Dread told me his den is so quiet and peaceful that even a reckless guy like Mr. Matthew can wait out here without any unexpected visitors. Has he broken his promise, or are you a friend? Mister, are you from not around here? I am looking for our mutual pal, Chigurov. Look at his name. Mr. Matvey. So that is Mr. Maddie. Oh, damn it. I just clicked the wrong freaking button. I surely am. Will you answer a couple of questions? So that's cool. So they even gave the character a name similar to Mr. Maddie. That is really awesome. I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna toss him out a tweet later and tell him, thank you for supporting this, Mr. Maddie. Yes, I do use paper and pencil to write things down. It helps me remember it better. Okay, well, let's hear your questions. What are you doing here? Nothing really, having a break. If you milk a cow all the time, it'll run out of milk eventually. And if you milk it, pocket the milk, lie low for a month, and then set out to milk it again. It might well last until your retirement. Don't think I'm a farmer. He who has ears, let him hear. Go on. You can't pocket milk. It goes bad quick. Even in a refrigerator, fresh milk, you got about a week. How do you like this place? The Dread's Castle is a good place where old fellows are always welcome. If they haven't tainted themselves, that is. Heard any interesting rumors recently? The local boss, my pal the Dread, has a problem with his daughter. She run away. Little gal, is it love, stupidity, or a mixture of the two? I'll help him, but I don't want to disrupt my cover. Let me ask you another question. What do you think of Caravanserai? Dread has a problem with this place, which means while I take shelter under his roof, I'm no big fan of either. So you got anything worthy of selling? Alright. I see. Let me ask you something else. Let's change this up. Here, I'm looking for our mutual pal, Chigurov. The man squints cheekily, winks at you, and says, "What did you say, Chebarov? I've never heard of the name." Damn! Oh, wait! Did you say that you didn't know? Maybe I knock a couple of your teeth out. It'll improve your articulation. Barter, pity, because I have this shining 100 ruble bill I would give to anyone who can give me any information about him. You could help a friend and earn some money. Yoo-hoo! I'm glad we got the barter up to 100. Mr. Matthew snatches the money out of your hand and hides it in his pocket. Is this not a bribe? Okay, I'm taking the money only because I believe you really are Chigorov's friend. Listen, I saw him about 3 weeks ago. But all I heard from him regarding his location was that he planned to go into hiding under the very nose the debt collector sent for his skin. I mean, the bank he had robbed to buy that orphanage off Dalforesk authorities who had planned to demolish it. Wait, so he robbed the bank to help orphans? Weird for a gangster. Anyways, thanks for the information. So we do know that he robbed 100,000. Does this mean I'm going to have to get 100,000 rubles together to help pay off these bankers, not to kill a guy who robbed a bank to help orphans? As long as the orphans aren't like enslaved to do some weird crap, I should be okay with that. If he's like helping orphans and stuff. Ooh. What is that? Okay, I can't tell what that is, but it is it's a nice rifle. What do you got here? What does he got? Okay. He got no hit points. So if he's a douche, we can take him out. Alright. Oh, that's locked. So let's talk to the gentleman. And a withy old man is sitting at the table. He lifts his gaze up and pierces you with his icy blue eyes. His gaze is autocratic, and yet he seems worried. He plunges the knife which he was playing with before you came into a heavy oak tabletop and invites you to come closer. Oh. You can hold... Oh, yes. Since it's agreed, hold the left mouse button to get information. Who are you, and why did you want to meet with me? Speak clearly and respectfully, because these days I have no time and patience for imbeciles and rude people. I'm on a mission. I need to pass through your lands. Tell me your demands. The man rests his hand on the heavy tabletop and puts them in the shape of a house. Then I have some bad news for you. A while ago, a group of weirdos who look like some kind of researchers passed through here. They paid me well to make sure that not a single living soul can follow them. Tell me, you don't seriously think you can convince me to take my word back, do you? Speechcraft. They won't be necessary because the guys you mentioned are my colleagues. They are waiting for me. Everywhere you give has its price. Just tells me yours. Okay, speechcraft. It's like, damn it, your manners do remind me of one of those guys. Maybe you're telling the truth. However, I gave them my word and I won't let anyone pass. They would have warned me that they're expecting someone to join them. Well, son of a bitch. Well, you don't prohibit your own people from walking here, though, do you? I'm ready to work for you. The man suddenly grins and looks into your eyes. You've seen how many people I have, and still you keep thinking that I have a job for you that none of them could handle? As soon as you learn about my heroic deeds, you will understand that I am worth 100 of your men. If that's the case, I better go. Just shrug. I mean, Actually, I have to admit that I really have a task that only a person new to the area can handle. His daughter. See, this is why you talk to everybody before you talk to the big boss. Continue listening in silence, because that's what he's good for. The confession is clearly taking everything out of him. His powerful, strong voice begins to tremble treacherously. My daughter, my Alana, she ran from the castle a while ago, and it's just so silly. I can feel it in my heart. I know where she went. She went to Zegoromesk's waterfall. There's nowhere else she could have went, but every time I send my men to go and get her, she hides from them. It's no surprise. I've been bringing her to play there since she was 3 years old. She could hide in plain sight there and be completely invisible. She's avoiding my men, but you are a fresh face in our lands. Maybe she won't think to run from you. Find her, bring her back, or at least make sure that my heart is right and she is healthy and well there. Do that, and I will give you anything. You have my word. A word of an army officer. It's truly surprising how many of our army guys run mob gangs nowadays. It's true, but it has nothing to do with me. When the apocalypse started, I wasn't in the army. I was a police officer. I would try to help you, but for now, let's change the topic. Just wanted to ask you a couple of questions. Tell me about yourself. When I was born, the name me Edward Supinov. But over the years, people started calling me the Dread. It's quite flashy, I won't argue. I'm going to argue as well. I'm not going to argue as well. What else do you got? What can you tell me about this place? These stones here are older than some cities. I feel proud to call this place my home. Sure thing, I'd feel the same way. One more question. What can you tell me about the Caravanserai? A truly disgusting place. Don't even get me started on their idiot commandant. He is too vain to admit that my castle is much better suited to become a sorting hub between the two regions. Well, this is hardly a reason to start a war. Do you happen to know any gossip? I laughed when I heard that some dumbass invented a story about how my castle is housing a whole kingdom of mice, but when I noticed my own people leaving cheese and pieces of fruit near the cracks in the wall as gifts, I didn't feel like laughing anymore. Never let the gossip grow, otherwise it will become true. A note, Edward Grosmy is a reference to Ivan Gronsky, aka Ivan the Terrible. Woo! Oh, that's Ivan the Terrible. I'm gonna have to. I know the name, but I don't know the history. So that's something to look up tomorrow when I'm not streaming. Let's change the topic. Okay, on my way. Woo! Lots of talking. So now, do we have? So there's the waterfall. Okay, cool. So that's on our map. Yay! So let's go hit the waterfall next. Oh, look at that old puppy. Oh, yeah, she's so cute. Yes, she is. I'm really having fun streaming this game. I'm really enjoying the company that everybody is helping. Well, okay, that phrase sounded not as good in my head as it does out loud. I really enjoy the company everybody's keeping with me. It's been really nice to stream this game, and everybody's been so nice, and I've learned so much. It's really awesome. Thank you for everybody who stopped on by. Thank you for everybody who's watched on YouTube as well, because I love responding to comments as well. It's really nice. It's really nice and fun. I can see why people love streaming so much. So, okay. At this point, I think I'm just killing you poor bat. Oh, I forgot to inspect the rifle. Damn it. I'll inspect it when I come back. So, you guys are basically all EXP bags at this point. So, I noticed this new rifle that I have for Hexogen has really short range comparatively. Oh, damn. Oh, no. He's just going after a guy who's stuck behind a tree. Gotcha. Oh, crap! Is that my brain matter? All right, let's see. Okay, so I need to move, or I'm going to shoot Hexogen. All right. Okay, he used a stimulant. Thank God. Woo! Can I shoot that guy? Yeah. Hexogen, don't get so close. I should have made him. Okay. Dude's out of ammo. Cool. Shanky. I can't hit. Okay, can I shoot? Did he use anything? Yep, he healed up. Oh, frying pan. Hexogen's got a frying pan over there. Can I hit this guy now? Nope. Take care of him, Hexogen. Hello! Peekaboo! Oh, damn. Look at that. He watermeloned his ass hardcore. That's what happens when you force Hexogen to run around the damn map and shoot at you. God, I'm a horrible freaking human. Oh my god. Like I said, it doesn't take much to entertain me. Oh, you piss off the old man, you're definitely gonna get the shot in the head. Oh, he did not like having to run his ass around the map. I think the only one who doesn't lose anything with the headshot is Alexander. Yeah. That was my bad. I'm still sorry about that, Alexander. Still feel bad about it. I'm going to try to do my best to make sure I don't do that again. Well, first off, Hexogen, how you feeling? Let's get you healed up. Yeah. Oh, wait, damn it. You are full on weight. Alexander, I think, is the one that... No, he's only got room for 12 pounds. So actually, that's 8. There we go. 9. Oh. How about you, Fidel? Do you... Yeah, okay, you got some room, Fidel. Cool. Boop. Nope. Wait. Nope. 1. How about this? Okay, cool. Nope. Let's see what I got for weight. 76. Oh, okay. Let's just do... Damn, I need to find a merchant, don't I? Oh, wait. Okay. Condensed milk. Cool. I make a really good pie with sweetened condensed milk. So let's warm up some roasted meat. Yahoo! Wait, where's the exit for the map? Okay. Waterfall time. So how close are we to our next level, by the way? I just want to check that out. Okay, so we're 2,528. Good. All right. Let's just walk past them. I'll be honest, if they had possibly better weapons, I probably would have taken them out. Plus, we're just getting to the point where I can't carry any damn thing. Okay, woodland parrots. Okay, so these. Wait a minute. So the last ones weren't woodland pirates, perhaps. Oh, another thing, David. Walking on the actual like roads helps increases your chance of meeting caravans and traders of any type. Oop, it's all right, Wolfies. You're actually on our bounty list. I have a quest for you. Okay, so hexogen. If I take this weapon off unit, well, let's do it the easy way. Unload. Done. Trade. Thank you. If I take that off, you got that rifle on now. Will you be bugged with it anymore? And damn it, I accidentally walked forward. Okay. Damn! I almost had flashbacks for a second. With Alexander in front of me. Oh! Son of a bitch. Critical chance. Alexander took 58 critical damage in the eyes. Alexander used a super stimulant. Alright, so it wasn't me this time. I feel good about that. I'm sorry, Alexander. It's not getting a break, buddy. Volcanic condensed milk, my diabetes whispers why. So just in case, if you want a really awesome recipe that is very simple and you like sweetened condensed canned milk, a family recipe my father had, he called it Eagle Brand lemon cream pie. So you need, and it's a very big bowl. So for every so you start off with 2 cans of condensed milk as minimum. For every 2 cans of condensed milk, you need a lemon and 1 bar of Philadelphia cream cheese. So the pie I make is like huge, so I use 6 cans. 1 lemon per can. Okay, fresh lemon. You can't get the stuff that you squeeze. I never was successful just in a bottle, but you get fresh lemon. So 1 can of sweetened condensed cream milk, a lemon, and 1 bar of cream cheese for every 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk and 2 lemons. So that's your filling. That's it. You mix that up. You want to heat the cream cheese up to room temperature. Then you whip it up real good to make sure it's not chunky. Make sure if it's still got little chunks in it, let it sit out longer. Whip it again until there's no chunks. Then you mix the lemons and the sweetened condensed milk together. Get it all mixed up. Just remember, as soon as you put in the lemon, it starts hardening the mixture. And it won't get too hard, but it'll start firming it up. So after that, you make a graham cracker crust, which is just graham crackers, powdered sugar. Crush up your graham crackers really fine, powdered sugar, mix it together, put it in your pie tin plate or whatever. You know, do butter. You can do margarine, I guess, if you don't want to do butter, but I mean, this pie is kind of screwed up for any kind of healthy reason. So use butter anyways. I like salted butter, or you don't have to use salted butter. If you don't use salted butter, put it in salt yourself. Then you make your crust, you put it in the oven on 350 for 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how thick it is. Take a watch at it, just make sure as soon as it starts getting really dark